Hello, Reds fans. Welcome to the YNWA Transfer News Channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily latest news.
Liverpool rivals now actively looking to sell £40 million Arne Slot target to the Reds before it's too late. Liverpool's Premier League rivals are hoping to strike a deal with the Reds over this long-standing transfer target. An interesting update has emerged regarding Liverpool's pursuit of Marc Guehi as we edge closer to the transfer deadline. The Reds remain keen on signing the centre-back as they turn their attention to bolstering the back line. Liverpool made the signing of Giovanni Leone earlier this month, but Arne Slot is also looking for a more senior figure to join the ranks. At just 18, Leone will not doubt feature throughout the season, but he is not expected to jump straight into a starting role alongside Virgil van Dijk. The Reds have been admirers of Guehi for some time now, with reports connecting the two spanning back before the winter window. The England international decided on Liverpool being his next career step back in December, but Crystal Palace refused to part ways with such a key player halfway through the season. Now, however, the club have been forced to have a change of heart, with Guehi's contract now well into its last 12 months. Palace chairman wants to sell Guehi to Liverpool. It has recently been made clear that Guehi is not willing to sign a new deal at Selhurst Park, meaning the risk of him leaving the club for free in 2026 is now constantly rising. According to TBR Football, Palace chairman Steve Parish is actively attempting to sell the centre-back to Palace's Premier League rivals. He is attempting to push Guehi towards a Liverpool move before the summer window slams shut in less than 2 weeks. Parish is currently engaging in talks with the Premier League champions and is hoping they will come forward with a bid this summer before it's too late. If the Reds don't make an offer and Guehi remains with the Eagles, there is a huge chance he will leave for free next year. This is exactly what Liverpool have in mind, and the topic of transfer fee is reportedly the main sticking point when it comes to settling on a deal. Liverpool don't want to pay Marc Guehi asking price. Having already splashed more than £300 million on new signings this summer, Liverpool are now cautious over Guehi's price tag. The Reds have enjoyed quite the spending spree so far but have balanced it out with significant sales along the way. Parish reportedly wants £40 million for the sale of Guehi, but, knowing they have a chance at signing him for free next summer, the Reds are unwilling to spend above the £30 million mark. Liverpool are looking to strengthen their options at centre-back, but with Van Dijk, Konate, Joe Gomez and now Leone to rotate, they aren't looking to spend more than their means on a player due to become a free agent in less than a year. Parish and Crystal Palace could be talked into reducing Guehi's asking price if the risk of him staying beyond the summer without a new deal continues to grow. Alexander Isak accused of declaring war on Newcastle, as Liverpool Transfer Solutions suggested. Alexander Isak has been accused of declaring war on Newcastle United, and a January transfer compromise has been suggested. Isak sent shockwaves through the world of football on Tuesday when he released a statement in which he said his relationship with the North East club is now over. The forward's decision to go public, accusing Newcastle of breaking promises and saying he can't continue and change is in the best interests of everyone, has intensified speculation about the striker's future. Liverpool have already seen a £110 million bid rejected for the Sweden international this month. However, since that bid was turned down, the Reds have not returned to negotiations, although they have never formally walked away from pursuing a deal. Responding to Isak's statement late on Tuesday night, Newcastle released their own statement in which they said they were disappointed at the striker's message, but they did leave the door open for the 25-year-old to return to the fold. And although Aftonbladet journalist Simon Bank believes Isak has declared war on Newcastle with the statement he has released, he does believe that a new agreement, which includes a clear buyout clause, could also secure the forward a move in the January transfer window. We have been able to see Alexander Isak's SUV from 200 different angles in recent days, he wrote via Sport Witness. He has declared war on his employer, who has fought back, but has been careful not to burn any bridges. It is not just about billions, but about law and a lot of prestige. My guess is that the likely outcome is that a new agreement, with a clear buyout clause, is worked out before September 1st. Then Newcastle will not appear to be blackmailed, while Isak opens the door to a January transfer. Everyone happy, no one happy. Arne Slot makes Liverpool transfer admission. Liverpool's depth dilemma and Guehi's rising profile. Liverpool's attacking setup under Arne Slot exudes promise, yet it also poses pressing questions about depth and development. With Cody Gakpo, Hugo Ekitike and Mohamed Salah forming an exciting front three, and Florian Wirtz providing creative flexibility behind them, the core is strong. However, beyond that layer, the options appear thin and uncertain. Federico Chiesa, Jadon Danns and Harvey Elliott offer quality, but their impact feels inconsistent. It is why Slot, pragmatic as ever, continues to weigh transfer decisions while remaining diplomatic about his squad needs. Guehi's situation under spotlight. In 16-year-old Rion Guehi, Liverpool possess a prodigious talent whose pathway to the first team has become a talking point. Guehi's composure, confidence in one-on-one duels and ability to glide past defenders have already been showcased at under-21 level. He represents the type of creative spark supporters love to see nurtured. Yet despite that promise, the youngster remains largely unused in early fixtures. He was absent from the Community Shield against Crystal Palace and the Premier League opener versus Bournemouth, where Gakpo played 90 minutes in both games. It raises questions over whether making Guehi the primary backup on the left flank was a misstep. Slot's view on recruitment. The Dutch manager has not hidden his thoughts on squad structure. Speaking ahead of the next league game, Slot stated, "Having 2 players for each position is ideal, but I'd sooner have less than more as you'd have to disappoint a lot of people. But if there are players who can really make us better, then the club has shown they can bring them in. But only if things are right, the right player, fee and position." Liverpool's recruitment team is still exploring attacking options, with Alexander Isak linked as a possible addition. Yet for now, Guehi sits in an awkward position, trusted for potential but overlooked in competitive action. Why Liverpool must act decisively. If Gakpo suffers an injury, Guehi would face a sudden leap into the spotlight, replacing a seasoned international in high-pressure situations. The departure of Luis Diaz has already thinned options on the left, heightening the urgency for a solution. For now, the balance lies in providing Guehi with meaningful minutes without stunting his progress or burdening him with unrealistic expectations. The teenager may yet become a difference-maker for Liverpool, but the coming weeks will reveal whether Slot chooses gradual integration or accelerates his development with a defined first-team role. Liverpool transfer news. Alexander Isak huge update as personal terms agree 4-star. With just over a week left before the summer transfer window shuts, Liverpool could still be in for more action. The Reds have already welcomed 8 new faces this summer and might add to that tally before the September 1st deadline. Arne Slot and his team are currently gearing up to take on Newcastle United in next week's Monday Night Football Premier League clash. After their triumphant start against Bournemouth, Liverpool are keen to bag another 3 points. Off the pitch, the Reds continue to be linked with a host of potential new recruits. There's also chatter about some players who might be saying their goodbyes to Anfield before the deadline. Here, we delve into some of the freshest Liverpool transfer news and gossip from the past 24 hours. There's been an update on Alexander Isak's reported eagerness to don the Liverpool jersey. Caught Offside claims that Isak is pushing hard to seal a move to Anfield before the transfer window slams shut. This follows Isak's lengthy social media post on Tuesday night addressing the ongoing rumors surrounding his future, reports the Liverpool Echo. Liverpool are reportedly leading the race to sign Isak this summer after months of speculation about the Swedish international's future. Harvey Elliott's situation. RB Leipzig are said to still be keen on snapping up Harvey Elliott from Liverpool. Sky Germany's correspondent Florian Plettenberg has reported that Leipzig have pinpointed Elliott as a prime target for the summer transfer window, as they prepare to replace Xavi Simons, who is increasingly expected to sign with Chelsea. It's been reported that Elliott has already agreed terms for a move to Leipzig, but Liverpool still need to negotiate a fee with the Bundesliga club. Liverpool's Marc Guehi plan. Liverpool are looking to step up their pursuit of Crystal Palace defender Marc Guehi. The defender is not expected to sign an extension, and the ball is now in the Eagles' court if they wish to cash in on his this summer. There's also the distraction of the Eberechi's transfer saga, who the playmaker is set to join Arsenal after choosing them over Tottenham. Palace have been scouring the market for new faces, having been left in the frustrating position of potentially losing two key men just days into the new season. Crystal Palace nightmare could become reality as Liverpool continues Marc Guehi pursuit. Arsenal has confirmed the arrival of $91 million, £67 million, attacking midfielder Eberechi, and Liverpool will hope to further compound the Crystal Palace misery by signing centre-back and captain Marc Guehi. Earlier this week, manager Oliver Glasner admitted that his side was short of numbers ahead of a first-leg win in the Europa Conference League qualifier against the Norwegian outfit Fredrikstad. But Chief Executive Steve Parish has already stated that his side cannot afford to lose Guehi for nothing, opening the door for a cut-price exit this month. If Crystal Palace were to lose both Ease and Guehi in the final week or so of the transfer window, that would leave a huge hole in Glasner's roster. At this stage of the summer, there isn't much time to sign replacements. If Marc leaves, maybe I will try my boots because I was a centre-back, Glasner joked this week. We have to act. It's Crystal Palace's future, and we need to add numbers. But after Crystal Palace beat Liverpool in the Community Shield, Parish admitted that Guehi could leave as well. At that point, it wasn't clear that Ease was going to be on the move, though losing both would be the nightmare scenario. For players of that caliber to leave on a free, it's a problem for us, unfortunately, Parish said. Joachim Anderson went to Fulham last summer, and we couldn't afford to lose both. We then had another bid for Guehi in January, but that was a different situation. We'll just have to see what happens. But it needs a new contract or a conclusion of some kind. If Marc Guehi wants to sign a contract, he can stay, Parish then told Channel 5 this week. If he doesn't, we have to look at it. It's a difficult situation. Everyone has to sell players to comply with the rules. Players leaving on a free is not an ideal situation. That's a situation that we will have to look at in the next few days. We are very, very late to find replacements, Glasner said. I think we could have behaved much better than we did. It's not the best way to start the season. I think we are below the edge. I just know if Marc leaves and is not available for Fredrikstad, we will have big troubles. That's pretty clear. We can't register anyone. So from my side, he has to stay. The transfer window closes on Monday, September 1st at 7 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Crystal Palace plays the second leg against Fredrikstad on Thursday, with Jean-Philippe Matita netting the only goal of the game in the first game. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.